So what drew Laura and I to this particular RV was the frame is aluminum framing by Cruiser Stryker, and it had the separate garage separate from the living area. So it's a 12.5-foot garage, and we have the back door or the offside door entrance. The side patio, we love the side patio. That is one of the main features that really drew our attention to this unit. And then having dual ACs, we're down here in Texas, so more AC is always good. And it has the filling station for our toys, and then it had the king bed. And so the price point is very subjectable. I think it stickers around 62. We had a place nearby that was selling it for 51,000, and they weren't coming down off that price at all. So we got our unit from South Carolina, and I'll add a link to where we purchased our RV. They were able to give us a price 11,000 cheaper than the folks up the road, so we gladly and happily drove to South Carolina to pick up Little Big Red. That's what we named it, Little Big Red. Let's take a look at the 2020 Cruiser Stryker 3212 toy hauler. So it is wired, prepped for solar, and then it's also prepped for the generator. We do not have the generator in ours yet, but the fuel lines are there, electrical lines, everything. You just put it in, hook it up, and then you just have to run the exhaust. They do get cap lights. That's a pretty cap. Definitely recognizable coming down the road. We've seen a couple of these on our trips, and you're like, oh, a Stryker, you can tell with the cap. They do get a little light here, power tongue jack. It comes with two 30-pound propane tanks. One, I believe it's an interstate battery. And these are the wires for your generator. I just have them bungeed up out of the way. Let's go to the campsite of the trailer. So you get a fairly large compartment storage here. So there's a slam closed luggage door. Magnet it holds. It doesn't go all the way through, but it goes back quite a ways. And we have lots of stuff in here. Tools, chairs, extra fold-up tables, things like that. Power cord, cable locks. So lots of goodies in there. Then you get the power stabilizer jacks. There's your control for that. There they are. So our water connections are going to be on the campsite because the bathroom inside this unit is on this side of the trailer. There's your city water connection. This is your black tank flush. Your spray port. And your fresh water tank. This is your water tank vent. This is the hot air exhaust for your furnace. And another hot air exhaust. This one actually might be for the furnace. That one's probably the water heater, I bet. So like the sticker says, it's a one key alike. So you get one key, well you get two keys, but one key will operate both doors. All the lockable luggage storage. And you get one key here and it has a little light. So that's pretty nice. You don't have a universal key for your storage like you have on a lot of units. So that's always nice. And we get a large awning here. It's a powered awning. And we do have a side patio on this unit. Oh yeah. It's one of the main things that drew our attention to this unit was the side patio. Love the side patio. We use it a lot. All the time, actually. Limited structural warranty, 3 year. I think most have a 1 year. This is a 3 year, so that's nice. Also on the awning we have a LED light strip that goes all the way across, and you get a yellow porch light. That's to kind of help keep from drawing bugs in. And then also you have a yellow light here to light up the stairwell. We get a outdoor outlet. And then this is extended season, so the underbelly is covered. So it's covered, and there's also a heat port that heats down here in the wintertime when you have a heater going. Just to keep your lines from freezing, and extra added insulation is always nice. So dual axles. These are stock rims and tires. So this is a side vent for the garage area. You have one here, and then the opposite diagonal corner up top of the other side. That way you can exhaust fumes out. Just keep good fresh air back there when you have your toys. So I have another power stabilizer jacks for the rear. And then we have the ramp, of course. And we also have this ramp can be turned into a patio very easily. So it did not come with a rear camera, but it has the rear camera set up already. So it'll be very easy to add your camera there. And you see the two white LED lights there, those are work lights. We also have one the rear side. And here as well. Then we have your ladder. Just pull these pins out. The ladder comes out, and you can access your roof. So we do have a fueling station. So it's 30-gallon tank. And there's your fuel fill nozzle. Now this it's not very long. It comes out about 4 feet roughly. So you got to get your toys kind of close, within a foot or two of the unit, so you can easily fill your toys. And here is the gauge and the pump on and off. And this is where you fuel fill your fuel tank. So this is a unleaded fuel tank only, so just unleaded fuels that you build a haul. Alright, here's your cable and satellite connectors or hookups. Here's our power cord hookup for our 50 amp service. I'm not real crazy about this setup they have because it's fairly flimsy, so when you're pushing and twisting, this is flexing a lot. I think they could have reinforced that a little better. There is a little torsion bar back here, see there, but it's kind of flimsy, and I've already had to tighten a couple of the screws as it flexes. It's worked a screw loose or two. I think that's definitely something they could improve. So another feature that I like about this unit is the backside door. That is nice to have, so it goes directly into the garage. So that is pretty handy. So here's our this is where our refrigerator sits on the inside here. So this is the access panel to the refrigerator, and this is a huge slide out. So they didn't give us much of a storage. That thing is only maybe 2.5 feet long. I'm not sure what you can store in that thing. It definitely will not fit a stinky slinky. So here is our black tank release valve, and it shoots down that way. There is the exit, and then next to it is the gray tank release valve. Now the only bad thing about the location of this sewage export is, notice where we're at. We're underneath the slide here. So it's very, very beneficial to go ahead and hook that up with the slide in, or else you're going to be having to crawl under here, under the slide. So one of our favorite features of this unit is the side patio. We use this side patio every trip that we've taken so far, and we absolutely love the side patio. So with the cable system there, the way it's set up, it'll support 1,500 pounds. If you'd like to get additional people, there is this bar that swings down, and it has a screw foot pedestal and different couple height selections for different elevations. So that making contact with the ground, you double the weight bearing of this. So you can go to 1,500 to 3,000 pound capacity for that side patio. And what's really cool is I can attach my hammock to this cable strap right here, run it underneath, and hook it up to the same place on the opposite side, and then I can have my hammock hanging underneath, and it's like it was made for the hammock. It's perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look. So you do get a nice big grab handle here. That is nice. So storage. We have a very large storage right here. And that's where we put our Instant Pot and things like that. Extra paper towels. And then on the opposite side here, we have a large storage with the mirror here. So there's a mirror. And there's my hammock. And we just keep junk in here. Drinks, barbecue utensils. So lots and lots of storage, and it goes back pretty deep. I'm almost to my shoulder here. How deep that goes back. So we have storage here under the sink. This is where we keep our garbage can. And then we'll keep like extra cases of water, drinks back here. It's a pretty large area. It goes back there a ways. And we have our little fireplace stored under here. So here's our refrigerator and freezer. It's not huge, but we are able to store 4 to 5 days worth of food and drinks in here. I have it turned off right now. And above the refrigerator, there is a pretty good sized storage unit here. We keep breads, chips, and different things up here. And there's more storage here. This storage also passes through, and you can access the storage from the garage area as well. And we have our microwave. It's not a convection oven microwave, just a regular microwave, and that is because we have a regular oven. And we have a 3-burner cooktop. Nice Stryker backsplash. And then the cooktop surface also acts as a backsplash. So more storage up here. It's a pretty large storage there. We keep our Keurig up there. Cereals, stuff like that. Here's our entertainment center. So music, DVD player, all that good stuff. And then we have a subwoofer, or not a subwoofer. We have the amplifier. So this is Kicker brand. All the speakers are Kicker. And then we do get a subwoofer Kicker. And there's 2 speakers on the outside as well. So continuing on with storage. We have a pretty good sized storage right here. Is where we keep our pots and pans. And underneath, it goes back pretty deep. Needs a little bit of vacuuming under there. So larger pans, things like that you can put. And then we get 3 drawers. And the bottom one is pretty deep. We keep, well, what you see there, we keep in there. So this unit did come with this TV here in the living area. And it's on a nice bracket, so you can pull this out and swivel it around. So we added that paper towel holder. So that's, I don't know if that's a good place for it. It seems to work pretty good for us. And then you got pretty good counter space here. It's not bad. And then when you have this cover for the sink, it really adds a lot of extra counter space. So it's a large stainless steel sink. The high-rise faucet there. This is a cutting board. So this is the top part. The underneath side we have actually used for cutting board. And we only use the one side for cutting board. So that way it looks nice when you have it that way. So with this glass top being down, you get a more countertop. Alright, so while we're in here, let's go ahead and look at the kind of the command center, I guess you want to call it. So we have the cabin lights, the water heater, the water pump, cap lights, porch light, awning light, auxiliary lights. These are the work lights on the side and the rear of the trailer. The big auxiliary toggle button is the red glowing underneath. Your awning in and out, your slide in and out, and your heat and air controller. So another thing we liked about this unit was we have 2 AC units. So we have one back here, and there it is in the garage. And they're both the same size. I think they're 13.5. There's our electrical panel. There's our air intake for the furnace. So the AC units, you can just dump the air right there, or close it and then it runs through the ductwork. So these ACs do a very good job. They cool this trailer down in a hurry. So the slide, very large slide. So these accent lighting here did not come with the trailer. I'll put those in. It did come with this one, and it comes with accent lighting that runs across here, and it continues on into the garage. And then one other accent lighting right there in the bedroom. So we have a lot of cup holders, USB chargers. This, I have my lights that I added plugged in to there. So there's 5 individual seats here. We have had 6 people sitting on here comfortably. And each one of these do recline. I'm going to set those in recline mode so you can see. And then also these 3 backrests in the center. Fold down, there's cup holders and USB chargers in there. And then above the sitting area, you have these puck lights. There's 4 of those. Those do not activate with a switch. You just there's a button in the center, just turns them off. So if you're wondering how tall the slide out is, I'm 6 foot and I still have a couple inches here. So it's a tall slide out. And the reason being is this unit has 8-foot ceiling because it is a toy hauler. Alright, let's take a look at the bathroom. So we do have a foot flush toilet. It's not the regular toilet, it's you know, the plastic. So, which is all good. It serves its purpose. We get a keep our little mop here. So you have a roof vent and fan. You have this nice little corner shelf unit with some hooks and a couple shelves. Then the shower is decent sized. You have plenty of height, and you have a skylight over, and you get the little shelves in the corner. The only thing is that curtain. I would like something a little bit more substantial than just a flopping curtain. Mainly when you, I like to run the fan when I shower. When I have that closed and I'm in the shower, the curtain wants to get sucked in to you. So it's always clinging to you when you're trying to shower. And it also lets water out, so we often have to dry up the floor and that little step there. So I think with a regular shower door or something like that, we would be able to eliminate that issue. So we get a sink, obviously, and faucet, GFI outlet, and it's a pretty good storage unit here. Then you get 2 more puck lights and more storage up above. Is where we keep extra towels. And then we get a storage underneath. That's where we keep cleaning supplies and our toilet paper. So we usually just keep our toilet paper here, and we're able to access it from the toilet. And we do have a lockable door for the bathroom. So the bedroom, we have a pocket door. And you're able to keep it secured with this strap. So this is a king bed. Now you're going to have to just ignore all the different colors and textures and different things going on. Most of you probably know this, but RVs do not come with comfortable mattresses. So we are currently shopping for a comfortable mattress. Until then, I have this foam topper that I cut in half and use for myself. My wife chooses just the air pad for her side, and then I have an additional air pad on top. So yeah, we're definitely looking shopping for a mattress. So we have storage under here. It roughly goes back a couple of feet, and the only reason is because before that, you know, is the under storage for the outside. So you get 2 closets with a drawer, and I believe, yeah, I have an outlet right there. And then we have overhead storage. Then we have the shelf, and we have a USB. There's 2 plugs there. That is the on-off start switch for the generator. So you have a nice long slide out drawer. Decent closet space. And then you have another outlet there. And a pretty good large vertical window there. And it has these window dressing. You probably can't see it because of the... There it is. And then this is the shades that we have. Just the old accordion up and down shades. So the window over here is the emergency exit as well. I like this window because you can open it even while it's raining and not get wet inside. We do have a roof vent and a fan, 2 air outlets, and then I added this TV and DVD setup. This unit only came with 2 TVs, one in the living room and one out in on the patio for the outside. Alright, let's head into the garage. They got a nice sliding glass door, lockable sliding glass door, and we do use that. When we have the toys in there, we'll close this off and open that vent and this vent, and we'll open this one facing forwards, that one open facing backwards, and we get a nice draft. So when we have the dirt bike and 4-wheeler in here, you know, we're not storing exhaust as well. It's getting exhausted out of the garage area. And then we'll close this and that helps seal off any fumes that might come into here. This also works really good when the kids are back here watching their devices and you're up there trying to sleep, but they're watching their devices out loud without their headphones. Hey, close that door! Now we can't hear them. Good soundproof barrier. Alright, so what you're seeing here is remnants from the last adventure that we took. We had the four-wheeler and 2 dirt bikes in here, and we'll add a picture so you can see that. So this is what's good about having the separate garage, is you can have your muddy boots, shoes, helmets, you know, your backpack for when you want to go out and camp in a tent, things like that. And I have this tarp down to catch any dripping muddy water that we had. Then I'll just take that out. So I'm about to get this garage put into living mode, because we're about to go to Galveston with this, and we're not taking the toys. So we do get a rolled carpet. So once you have all this cleared out and you're not going to be using this for a garage, you can roll that carpet out and have nice carpet floor. And then we have the Happy Jack system. So that go into 2 couches, and then you have a huge bed up top. It all comes down, and the 2 couches convert into a bed, so you can sleep 4 people back here. So I like having this back side door. So if you did have guests and you have this in bedroom mode, you can have that closed and they could just enter back here. They don't have to come through the front if you don't want. So this is the storage pass through into the kitchen. You have access there, and then you have a row of storage up here. And then I added this TV. Alright, so the side patio, a tinted sliding glass door, and it locks as well. Then you have the screen door, which is lockable. And we come out to the patio. So the patio is really easy to set up. It takes like maybe 90 seconds, a minute and a half or so. You just pull a couple pins after you lowered the patio down, and then you set up the little fence area. And it does have this outdoor TV, which it came with this TV, and then you have your 2 more kicker speakers. And then this is not real sturdy, so you got to be careful what you put on here. My wife has put her laptop on here and rested her arms on here to act like as a desktop, but it started getting a little bit flimsy feeling after that. I don't really trust it to be used that way, so we're going to have to do something to kind of strengthen it a little bit more so that she can continue to use it as a desktop. And it is lockable with that same key. And then when the awning is out, it covers the patio really well, and it comes out about probably another 6 to 8 inches past. So we'll definitely get good coverage when we're out here on the patio. And what we do, we just have our lawn chairs. We just bring them, our fold-up lawn chairs. We just bring them out here, and we can fit 4 very comfortably, and then we can squeeze in 2 more people if we need to. So the garage floor is rubber diamond plate, and we have 3, 6, 9 tie-out points. Very sufficient. There's with the carpet rolled out. It does go all the way down the dovetail, beaver tail, whatever you want to call it. So the width from wall to wall is 8 foot 3 inches. Now you lose some width when you add this side deck. So it is 7.5 feet wide from the sliding glass door to the other wall. So the height from here, the little couches down to the floor, is 6 foot 3, and you can drop those down so they ride vertically if you needed some extra height clearance. So I'm 6 foot tall, the ceiling is 8 foot, and this is probably 7 foot right here to that bed. Alright, so here is double sleep mode. And this lump under this mattress you're seeing is the floating table. And I will show you that next. So you can still have this room in sleep mode and still utilize the couches and the table, and you can sit under there as an adult, 6 foot adult, and not hit your head under the bed above. So there's our floating table. So you can comfortably seat 4. You can have a 5th person on the end here if you wanted, with a chair. Very nice for playing cards, eating dinner. You can also move that table into this area here if you wanted. And we've even taken it out onto the patio and have the awning out and eating dinner out there. So we do have an outlet there, an outlet there, and an outlet over there, and we have an outlet there for the TV and DVD player, and then we have our controls for the garage back here. We have our AC unit control, the happy jack, bed lift up and down, and light switch. Alright, so I have the garage of this unit set up for just the 2 of us actually. So we're about to go to Galveston, Texas for a 4-day trip, and I'm just getting this area ready just for Laura and I. Kids are not going on this trip. So bed stays up there, couches come down, table comes out. Voila. So you do get 2 more tables with this unit, and they sit up there. The other one sets up over there where those other 2 holes in the floor are. I just have one set up there to show you. So that is kind of nice. Obviously in travel mode you're going to have to take those out. And we store ours under the bed. Good storage place for those. Fits very well and still gives you more room for storage. So this is what we look like in travel mode with the slide in. Now it does close everything off, so you cannot get to the bathroom nor the bedroom. You can, if you can reach far enough, reach over into the refrigerator and grab something. But if you wanted to access the refrigerator fully or cook, use a sink, microwave, whatever, if you're pulled over, you want to make a quick snack, and you didn't want to open the slide out, you can go out through the back, come in through the back in the slide glass door here, and then access all that you want. Now what we normally do, we pull over, need a quick bathroom break or a snack, whatever, we just bump the slide out about a foot or 2, and that gives us access to everything we need. So that's about 1.5 feet. So now we can get to the bathroom pretty easily. And we have room to get through here. But if you're at a rest stop for extended amount of time, just go ahead and bump the slide out all the way, however you want to do it.